Hey, ESJ2 fans. So, there's a coffee mug I really like, which says on it, I have so much to do today, I'm going to take a nap. That's how I feel right now. Basically, I have so many things to deal with that I can't deal with any of them. Ever had that feeling? You know, you're just like, God, fuck. So, talking about what I have to deal with. Well, one of the things, if you've been following my personal saga, is I've been moving, and so basically I'm on the second part of that move. I went to North Carolina for a couple of months, which was more or less a place to stay while I sorted out my living arrangements in Ontario. So I'm going to end up in July, early July, in Trenton, Ontario. So there's a certain amount of stuff, U-Hauls to rent and boxes to lift. That's okay. That's a couple of days. I also, Con Bravo's coming up, and ESJ2 is going to be at Con Bravo. So I've got some, convention type things to do, merch and paperwork and all this kind of thing. Oh, I just moisturized my face, that's why it's all shiny. This is the high quality of presentation you can look forward to as a backer of Electronic Superjoy 2. A guy holding his phone and talking about his face moisturizer. Development. Yeah. Anyway, so the game itself, there's so much to do because at this point, like the week one was, can I make a level and will it be fun? At this point, we have so many different tracks or paths. The level editor being a distinct one, having more levels being another one, fixing bugs starting to become really relevant as we get closer and closer, and then of course the speedrunning and the leaderboards. There's just so much I want to do on that. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And then also polishing the levels, because of course the quality of everything involved is highly relevant. You know, we've got a bunch of levels that are super fun, but they're not quite there. You know, I didn't put a background on them, or they're not quite paired with their final music. As you folks saw with the most recent one, City of Ruin, it was Pink 2. Pink 2 is a temporary name, obviously. The background for Pink 2 is nice. I'll use it in another level. But I really wanted to bump the quality up, and I wanted to make it red. It's a hard level, so I wanted to put it up in Mega Hell, which makes sense. Also, I don't think it's now hard enough for Mega Hell, so I'm going to need to sit down and tweak it, but I'm going to leave that until I have more levels in place. Definitely there'll be a passive balancing that will happen towards the end of the game, because that's when I'll know what the balance should be. So between handling conventions, handling moves, handling business stuff, and then I just need to choose which of these things I do. And so I do what I always do, because game development is this is my job, being overloaded. I say, what's on fire? What is literally on fire right now? And then I ignore the rest of the list and I go deal with it. So you've noticed that as fans in the Discord, that if there's a bug that's on fire, I'll fix it like before a couple of hours is gone, right? Like I'm there, I'm dealing with it. If it's not on fire, if it's even just one notch below on fire, it can take weeks because there's always something that's on fire. So there's a couple of things there. What was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about the speed running, right? So in July, hopefully fairly early July, but I'm gonna go ahead and say mid-July to give myself some time. I want to start releasing every week a leaderboard, and I want it to be in a separate version, a separate link, and I want it to be free. You don't need to back the Patreon. You don't need to buy the game. You get that one level, which is the weekly level. This allows me to contact speedrunners and not say, here, I'm contacting you from outside, pay me money. It being free means I can go find the ones who speedrunned ESJ, who have the world record for ESJ, who've played in Awesome Games Done Quick, etc., and its variants, and say, hey, would you like to play ESJ2's speedrunning thing? It allows me to, because it's free, post it on Reddit, post it on a variety of areas, and then have people not just say, oh, you're just advertising and you want us to pay you money and buy it, right? It will help fund development if we can spread the word about this, because some portion of the people who will play it will say, oh, this is cool, and back the Patreon. It's just publicity for the Patreon. But also what's really cool about it is it will really up the speedrunning game. every one of us, I think, would have predicted that Colin or Yavira would win the first speedrunning one, and they did. And then every one of us would predict that they would have won the second one, and it panned out perfectly, and the other one won the other one. So congratulations, you two. I've got your prizes here. I'm sending them out, this week. As I say, I'm super busy, but it's coming. Right. And so the speedrunning becoming open is going to be kind of kick-ass. I'm going to be able to put more priority into that. However, before I do it, I need to do a practice run for the pipeline of downloading and operating it, because it's going to have more downloads. And I needed to get the Discord whipped into shape, which I did. And I just want to do a bunch more tests and tweaks on the security and the token stuff for the online leaderboard stuff, because I don't want some idiot hacker doing some stupid, I just want to make sure the system's secure before I show it to the public, right? Yeah. The other thing is, I really want to put time into, and I'm not going to, this is what I set myself for this week, actually. On Monday, I said, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this pink jungle. So I haven't talked about it at all, but what I really want to work on for World 1 is a pink jungle. Tons of plants that grow, and it's in like the ruins of Groove City, right? Because Groove City was destroyed by the robot stripper Jojo, angry because someone had stolen her laser nipples. I'm a professional writer, and this is what I write for my full-time job. Anyway, so it's going to be pretty. I like the idea of the plants growing and stuff, and ESJ2 has some of that. But I'm not going to be able to get that done for this week, because it's Wednesday now, and I haven't gotten enough time doing it. I got stuck fixing a bug, and I got stuck working on some other stuff. So we're going to see what I'm able to tackle, because, of course, just tackle something, get something productive. Basically, every week, it's been 49, 50 weeks. Every week, I've done something. I've done something that significantly moves the game forward, and then that makes me happy. And then if I didn't quite get what I wanted done, that's okay, because at least progress was being made. I think I'm going to grab my laptop and bike to Starbucks and work on sticky walls. That's what's in my head right now. We'll see what I actually have worked on by this evening, because this is solo indie dev. And then, of course, the saving grace is Tim. Tim has, as you guys have noticed, been working on the level editor and been doing a wonderful job. And occasionally there's just new level editor stuff, and it's amazing stuff. So that helps just generally the progress. Oh yeah, you want to do something cool? Here, I had this idea. I just recently got, where did it go? Honey, where's that package with the stickers in it? I'll do an unboxing. Here we go. I got it. Okay. Sticker Mule. It has the new stickers, the new physical rewards. If you pay $35, you're going to get a bunch of this stuff. I say unboxing, you're just going to watch my face while I unbox. That's no good. This is the world's worst unboxing. I'm going to post this, and my friend Ryan Crichton, who does like unboxings as his job. All right, here we go. Oh, what's this? Ooh, these look good. So ESJ sticker sheets, they come as one page, but they're set up to be cut down the middle with an X-Acto knife. You can get them pre-cut, but that costs money. This is the kind of quality that solo indie dev allows you to have. My life is, well, no, my life is really good. My life is fun. I get to make indie games, and I get to make them what I want. Goddamn, fuck any bosses or publishers. Which results in my games. Cool. So I got stickers. If you want sticker sheets with cool stuff, and you can make levels on the back of your laptop or something. If you want to make levels on the back of your laptop, sign up for the physical goods tier. Or hit me up at a convention, because I'll probably be, I'm not going to be selling them, but I'm going to give at least one away as a prize. Or one that win the speedrunning contest, because I'm going to have at least one of these spare, and I'm going to give it out as a sticker book prize for someone at one of the speedrunning contest weeks. Alright, so this has been my most recent dev video. You can post under this, or you can hit me up on Discord if you want me to talk about specific subjects. I pretty much just talk about what's on my mind. What's on my mind right now is that we have a lot of levels, and I really want to polish them. I'm getting frustrated with bugs that have been sitting there for months, so those are starting to, I'm artificially rating them as on fire. Basically, I want the game to, look good and play good. And that isn't quite the case for most of the levels. But you can see the core. The core is starting to be there, right? And not yet, but of course the next big phase would be all of the interesting stuff that isn't necessary for your individual playing the single-player campaign, which is kind of the core. But speedrunning stuff in the level editor is part of that. I want to have warp zones and secret areas, and I have a whole map. I have a whole plan. It's sketched out in pencil. It's going to be so good. Like, those of you who like posting on wikis about shit that you just found are going to have your goddamn minds blown. I love that shit. I don't know if you guys have played Starseed Pilgrim, but I played Starseed Pilgrim, and I played Myst back in the day, and I played D&D, and I played ARGs, and my favorite thing is finding a skull and then realizing that it glows when you cast a holy spell, and then you're like, oh shit, and then it becomes your whole fucking campaign. ESJ, Mario-style warp zones, eggplant-like secrets, I haven't forgotten about them, they're coming. But secrets take second place to leaderboard and speedrunning and level editor for a couple of weeks. And the level polish stuff. Yeah. What else? Oh, bosses. Bosses and minigames. I have some really cool shit with the minigames. The first-person shooter needs a... I mean, clearly, I apologize for it sitting there like it has for so long. But it has some really cool stuff coming. Yeah. No, I've got some cool games. That'll be a different video, because it's already gone on for, 11 minutes. Nobody watches 11 minutes. No one's listening to me right now. Clearly, I'm just talking to myself on my own. Look, here's a picture of my my dog. Hi. This is pretty much for me. And, like, if you see this, congratulations. The dog is for you.